Hi YouTube, Dave Barney Kai here, and today we're going to be talking about football and more specifically hooligans. And why hooligans are, in my opinion, misrepresented by foreigners, and how all the bad things, how the all the bad things that people like to talk about when it comes to hooligans are, blown out of proportion. I'm quite a big football fan. I've went to a lot of football games in Liverpool with parents or with friends. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Liverpool team. And usually when I go to these events, there are usually these firms, these fan clubs of the teams over there that these people will chant stuff, and they'll have sometimes like a song that they'll sing, and sometimes they occasionally you'll see them wearing scarves with stuff written on them, and people like to demonize these people a lot. Well, I'd say it's especially people who do not understand the football culture here, who are or people who are just like really out of touch, who believe that these people are crazy troublemakers or whatever. But the reality is that most of these groups of like these most of these hooligan firms are just harmless fan clubs. They're just people who are really invested in football culture, and who they want to express they want to express support for their team, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't understand why people are. Well, I guess I kind of understand. A lot of it is like, haha, UK is bad and that sort of stuff. And now, one example I can think of people, purposely misrepresenting British, football culture is when I went to France once to watch the Liverpool versus Real Madrid, match. And I'll make a separate video talking about how my trip to France was, because I have a lot to say regarding France. Um, and you see, like, everything was going fine and all, and it was a great match. However, the French media and some French politicians thought otherwise. They started like blaming hooligans for Liverpool hooligans for apparently there were riots going on in Paris at the time, and they started blaming hooligans for that. Luckily, a lot of much more respectable news companies had the balls to call this bullshit out, but it just gets to see how, like, I guess everybody hates the UK. I don't know. I don't know why. Is it because of Brexit or something? I don't know. And sure, if you go to, I went once to Glasgow, and I have to admit there were a few retarded schmucks over there, but even then, it's like mostly, it's mostly the fault of the stupid Celtic fans. Another thing I want to talk about is like this old footage of people showing like, this old hooligan football firm called, the National Front. What? I don't know. Like I looked into like the history of this football firm, and it turns out it's not a football firm. It's just some far right it's just some far right political movement. It has nothing to do with football. Like, stop trying to demonize hooligans. Like, it has nothing to do with football. But yeah, I mean that's all I wanted to say. Just yeah. So yeah, message to foreigners. Stop demonizing football fans. Just let us enjoy the sport. Just it's not hard.